Okay, so we just took some notes over the acronym Warsad. So on the back of this page, we have some examples. So let's see how these work out. Remember, all these verbs that are with Warsad, these are in the present tense, and they hold hands with a subjunctive by the word que. And we're going to see the word that in its place. So W is for wish. So here's our example. I don't think there's a place to write this very first example. We want that you study vocabulary every day. Okay, so I'm expressing what I want. So the one that we're doing in the present tense is querer, and the second verb you see there, that's what's going to be in the subjunctive. So we want is nosotros que tu vocabulario todos los días. Nosotros queremos que tú estudies vocabulario todos los días. So if you notice, the first one's in the present tense, and the second one is in the subjunctive. So here's the next two. They're the same thing that you have written down on your paper. So you're going to take a minute and you're going to write those. I would pause your video in between. A is for advice. So we have three examples with this one. So the first one, I command that you wake up right now. So the first one is going to be in the present tense, mandar, and the second one is in the subjunctive, despertarse. Notice it is a boot verb, so it's in the to form. So yo mando que tú te despiertes ahora mismo. So that's the answer to the first one. So you have two left for this one for advice. Mom forbade that I litter in the park, okay? And we advise the president not to penalize the citizens. So the first verb you see in the parentheses is in the present tense, and the second one is in the subjunctive. Take a second and pause the video. R is for request. So the example that I chose was, I suggest that you take charge of your neighborhood. So sugerir will be in the present, encargarse de will be in the subjunctive. Yo sugiero que tú te encargues de tu barrio. All right, the other two are on your paper. The city demands that we invest in new inventions. And my dog begs, my parents beg, I said dog, my parents beg that the students develop a good social awareness. So the first one is going to be in the present tense, and the second one is going to be in the subjunctive. S stands for show emotion. So our example says, we hope that you solve our environment problems. Okay? Nosotros esperamos que tú resuelvas nuestros problemas del medio ambiente. So I'm getting this vocabulary from our chapter vocabulary. Hopefully you guys have picked up on that. Our next two examples say, I feel that you should carry on after you make a mistake. Okay? He fears that we can't satisfy the community. A is for a belief. Okay, so the example I chose here was, we think that our teacher should market her invention. Okay, so we have, nosotros pensamos que nuestra profesora deba comercializar su invento. The next two examples I have is, I believe that you are very crazy. Notice that that's the verb said. It has a star next to it. It is irregular. I'm going to ask you to do a little research on that. And then we think that they need to work as a volunteer. Okay, that's a little extra one that I gave you to do. The last one, D, doubt or denial. So I doubt that we can satisfy everyone. So, yo dudo que nosotros podamos satisfacer a todos. So the next example that I have here is she denies that I respect her opinion, and we doubt that he do his homework alone. Okay, so the first verb is going to be in the present tense. The second one is going to be in the subjunctive. When you get done with the examples, we're going to kind of compare them, but you'll be turning this in today.